I feel this might be pretty close. Although, as you know, the Singapore duo are notorious by me, the source, that they can be kind of inconsistent. Yeah.
All right, and I think now we are ready. So the pick and ban start has started. Least bias casting duo. There was a bit of a delay because Kuda, as mentioned in the chat, he needed to go to the toilet real quick before starting. So we are ready. We are ready for pick and ban, and first ban is gonna be back and forth, banned by Asia Overdrive, and immediately banning Slippy Slides and Gyroscope. When will they learn?
Yeah, and that's a VOBI play. So yeah, I think they.
when will they learn to ban Gyroscope against VOBI? I have no clue. But anyways. Yeah, Gyroscope, definitely one of the best maps for VOBI. Kuda is well known on ice. Very good at this map. Flip of Faith is going to be picked by Asia Overdrive as well as Parkour. Want another map pick by VOBI.
Yeah, no surprises so far. It's like, I think apart from Gyroscope, I think Parkour's been a pretty popular pick on the matches that we've seen on day one. So let's see what else they will pick on Asia Overdrive.
Agility Dash. Okay, Agility Dash. So I think they know that VOBI is pretty weak on Agility Dash. So definitely they're probably gonna be picking that map against VOBI. And Slowdown is gonna be our fifth map. And Arrow Pipes is gonna be our random pick because Asia Overdrive picked Reps. There you go. That's your map order for this semifinals round of VOBI versus Asia Overdrive. And as a quick introduction to the crews on either sides, VOBI is gonna be played by Kuda and Spark, two top players in their respective countries of Indonesia and India, followed and taking match against the all Singaporean duo of Asia Overdrive, which is Spider and Starlight. Rizzy, I asked you as a Singaporean, how confident are you with your fellow countrymen?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I think their weakness is obviously their consistency, especially to no offense, Starlight. Like Starlight can be a little bit inconsistent, but Spider as well is, while very quick on his own, it can make a few glaring errors. So yeah, we'll see. It might be a close match, but I think VOBI might take this one. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Anyways, match is starting, so good luck, have fun to all players. But yeah, as you can see, both Spark and Kuda are running the GMB tag in memory of the recently departed member of the community, Gaming Boy 2508, who sadly passed away early this month due to an illness. But yeah, anyways, here we go. First round on Gyroscope. Kuda and Spark so far handling the bobsleigh loop very well. A very contentious part of the track with many players in this World Tour circuit. Into the big ice slide, you want to hold on to your slide for as long as possible. Don't lift your throttle, just tap your brakes to control your slide, and they both managed to handle it just fine. Starlight falling a bit behind, so let's follow from Spark's point of view into the identity. Kuda with the safe line. Can he able to? Oh no, looks like Spark might have messed up there, but still manages to snatch the victory. 2 points for VOBI, 1 for Asia Overdrive.
Yeah, looks like Spark went for the risky the maneuver, but he ended up having too much speed and hit the that plastic block, so he's out.
Indeed. Alright. Second round starting into the bobsleigh loop. Cleanly executed by both Kuda and Spark, already way ahead of their Asia over there counterpart, as Kuda has a bit of an issue into the landing towards third and having to lose a bit of speed trying to catch up against Starlight, already overtaken Starlight, and slow left into the identity. Let's see how these players will handle it. Will we see Spark? Oh no, Spark failing, and
what
Kuda
has
also
happened?
hit the cactus on the side. Unfortunate for both the VOBI squad. That's an ace for Asia Overdrive, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a huge surprise, I would say. Never seen the VOBI duo being that unclean in the identity. So
Yeah,
that's
very
something.
surprising considering this is one of their best and most consistent maps of the event. But we'll see. Maybe the nerves are kind of kicking in as Kuda hit the entrance of the loop there. Unfortunately, let's see if Spark can carry the whole team. Hopefully, they can secure a draw right here. Oh, Spider clipping the checkpoint. Let's see if Kuda can catch up. Kuda did catch up, passing Spider for the third place. Let's see here into the identity, into the quarter pipe jump. Very well executed. And let's see if Spark can risk it for the biscuit. Manages to risk it cleanly into the first place. Spark goes. And that's another victory for VOBI, bringing down the point deficit to 1. That's 5-4 for Asia Overdrive right now on this map.
Kuda did hit the wall, well, not the wall, but possibly a bit. But I think SRK shouldn't really raise any concerns.
There's definitely no advantage at all over there. I know SRK has kind of like become our kind of like race director, our version of Charlie Whiting. Actually, no, because Charlie Whiting is more like softy. But I don't know who can we relate SRK to in the world of like F1 stewarding.
Yeah, I don't know enough the ins and outs of the FIA transition F1, so there's maybe just a normal steward, like bowling.
Exactly. Anyways, into the identity once again. Kuda way ahead. Starlight still fighting with Spark. Spark with another internet issue. Let's hope. Oh, Spark manages to get his internet back up and running. Unfortunately,
that is
missing the identity, and another draw for the whole team. Yeah, that's correct. They alternated to race directors for the last year or two in the F1 world, but I think we're kind of like into that situation right here between Softy and SRK. But anyways, I digress. Into the next round we go. Spark and Spider still way up front. Starlight trailing a bit behind. So let's see if Spider can hold off against Spark and Kuda. Kuda hitting the wall a bit. Starlight with a bit of an unclean line into the ice slide. Kuda managing to chase back Starlight. Hopefully getting third place into the identity. Let's go see what will happen here. Starlight passing Kuda, and up in front, Spider and Spark manages to get ahead of Spider, and Kuda also manages to get ahead of Starlight. And that's another victory, bringing the map back to 7-7. Another tie. It's pretty interesting to see in this duos format where like if one member of the team kind of like messes up, you can still kind of see, kind of like a two separate 1v1s break out against these two teams with the hopes of like getting a bit of an edge with their teammates, as Starlight unfortunately bonking the wall. Let's see right here, Spider and Kuda still fighting up ahead. Spark he can save it enough in third place as Starlight is nowhere to be seen. Kuda and Spider still fighting their hardest for this map. Here we go into the identity. Can Spark pass Spider? The risky line is taken. Kuda unfortunately failing the risky line, and that's still, so the race is still in contention. VOBI needs just 1 point to win this map, but they need to be very careful because they don't want to sacrifice that victory to Age of Overdrive, because that's gonna be putting them into a 10-10 position, and that's gonna be an overtime for this map.
Yeah, pretty close. Like I'm very surprised for considering this is VOBI's comfort pick. Maybe it was a bait by Age of Overdrive to to make VOBI go for gyroscope. I feel like there's a sense of complacency.
Yeah, indeed.
A bit of kill time there.
Yeah, as Kuda unfortunately being a little bit complacent and seeing himself bonk, but Starlight bonks even harder, therefore failing the ice slide. Into the identity we go. Spark and Kuda here. Trying their hardest to secure. Let's follow for Spider's POV. Spider failing the safe line, and that's gonna give the victory to Spark and Kuda with an ace to secure the first map. GG to VOBI. That's 1-0 for the series.
Yeah, that score in the end doesn't really tell the whole story, as they say, right? So
yeah,
quite close so far. So still a long way to go in this match as we go on to the second map, which is Flip of Faith, right?
Flip of Faith, yes. Flip of Faith it is, and we've seen I've seen Kuda train on this map. And it still scares me till now, because how the hell could you do that flip identity with Cam 2? I have no idea, Kuda. Please explain me how.
Yeah, I've watched this stream while he was doing it, and I also question not only him but also my life and my
Exactly, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, anyways, match is starting. Round 1 has begun. It's a very close match. The only part that these people could mess up is this first quarter pipe and the first mini identity, as you call it. But Kuda and Spark handles it smoothly. Spider, unfortunately, with a bit of a mess up on that jump. Kuda and Spark easily streaks ahead. Kuda a bit slow with that bad landing, so losing a bit of speed. However, Starlight and Spider are still way back, so they can kind of save a bit here. Spark getting not a good line, losing a bit of speed into this part before the identity. Big slide to the right into this dirt, lining up the car before the big jump, which is the identity. Starlight with a bit of a big jump. Kuda and Spark manages to nail that landing perfectly, holding hands to the finish. That's gonna be an ace for VOBI.
Yeah, Spark. I mean, it looked like Spark might have sniped Kuda, but no, actually Spark just went for the risky fin line pretty much.
Yeah. Risky fin. Like I actually almost thought that he's gonna hit one of the top of the finish there, or the bottom of the finish, based on how they position the finish. But yeah, I digress. Anyways, round 2 we go. Still very smooth. Oh no, Spider once again failing the jump.
I think both of them did. Yeah, they're still at the mini identity.
Oh, still failing the same jump, Kuda. Yeah, that jump, like that jump has a very weird line. Like it's very hard to get the jump correct, because like if you kind of like landed it the wrong way, you lose a lot of speed because of the, not really what you call a landing bug. It's just like how the Trackmania car behaves when you land like in the wrong way.
Yeah, for sure. Also, again, like so far it seems like VOBI are gonna take another 3-pointer, which makes me question what Age of Overdrive thinking by
we do not know we don't know what Asia Overdrive is cooking right now. Maybe this was a troll pick, hoping that VOBI are gonna fail Flip of Faith, but looks like that strategy might not be working. So who let them cook? I don't know.
Yeah, quite questionable pick events for sure.
Anyways, I'll let you pick up this next round while I grab my drink.
Yep, so on to round number 3. Asia Overdrive needing to get some points back because they are currently 6-0 down. Looks like they're doing a far better job than in the previous round as we go through the... Okay, I literally just sit there and Starlight fails the second, the actual mini identity. So there you go. So VOBI now in the victory position. Spider, obviously, as I said, he has the pace to challenge VOBI duo, but as I said, the only issues that Asia Overdrive have is their inconsistency. So yeah, let's see. Going towards the identity, Spark is still leading Spider by 2/10. Kuda seems to be chilling. He's safe. I mean, Starlight is like almost half a minute behind at this point. So let's see what's gonna happen at Identity. And again, Spider just jumps way too high compared to the VOBI duo, and that's just like that. It's another ace.
Damn, a 9-0 blowout it seems that's happening here. Even if it's not another ace, VOBI can just take their victory lap for this map. But yeah, here we go. This could be the decider round. A track point for VOBI. Once again, they could just take this victory lap. They can take their ace, they can take their draw, whatever they want. But I think that's not required since Spider was nowhere to be seen, failing that identity. Kuda as well, missing the jump entirely. Managed to land it, but still, yeah. I guess VOBI are playing it safe right here. They just don't want to. They don't want to get their nerves up when they're already essentially doing their victory lap.
All they need is just 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is quite the
Where did Starlight go? Starlight kind of respawned there a bit. Oh
dear.
Oh dear, that's not looking good for Asia Overdrive, unfortunately. And let's see the identity. Kuda playing it safe, Spark failing it, respawning. But yeah, that's gonna be an ace for VOBI. 12-0 blowout on this map. Can someone call the ambulance? But not for me, because that is a blowout for VOBI. 12-0 in Flip of Faith.
Yeah, NT Esports, the ones that lost to Asia Overdrive yesterday, are wishing that they, might wanted to better fight at the moment. But I mean, it could just be this, man. I mean, again, questioning why Asia Overdrive even picked that as their first pick. But well, let's see how. Definitely, they should do better in parkour, right? Am I right?
Yeah. You're pretty right. Parkour, third map. VOBI's pick.
Yeah, it is VOBI's pick. Yes.
So pray to the cone of good luck, because we are going into parkour, and we've seen the VOBI folks being very consistent in this map. Especially Spark, who is very consistent on the identity. As we see into the right turn, getting into the ice slide. We're gonna be watching from Spider's point of view here as he fails the ice slide, getting a bit of a white line. Both Spark and Kuda executes the slides perfectly into quarter pipe. Bit of a high line by Kuda, but still manages to land it. Oh no, that's a bit of a high line by Starlight. You do not want to do that on the bobsleigh. They're gonna be throwing it away. Unfortunately, Spark touching the wall on the dirt, so therefore he has to respawn because he's not gonna have enough speed for this jump into the identity. Kuda and Spider. Starlight might have respawned there, unfortunately, and that's gonna be Spark snatching the victory from Starlight.
Yeah, VOBI kind of got away with that one, I gotta say.
Yeah, because like there's a bit of a there's a bit of an issue, some issues on the back, but yeah, they were pretty lucky this time round that both Starlight and Spider have failed on the previous parts before the identity. So if you're just joining us and wondering why it is called an identity, and that an identity is basically a section of the map that gives its identity or the name. So since this name is called parkour, the identity is gonna be, you know, you jump across a bunch of wild transitions like a person doing a parkour, and therefore it's gonna be a high risk, high reward section of the map that gives kind of like the map's name. As Kuda had to respawn what was happening right there. So as you can see, jump right into this transition, kind of like a person doing a parkour into the finish. And Starlight had to respawn. What is happening here?
I don't know what just happened, but that just becomes a 3-3 because I mean, AO looked like they were gonna get ace, but then I don't know how did Starlight wanted to respawn.
Yeah.
But okay.
Also, slightly late start by Spark there. Don't know what happened. Maybe he forgot to press A to accelerate. I don't know. But anyways, round is still going. Everyone's back on their pecking order. Into the ice slide to the right, executed perfectly by the both Oats. I think Kuda might have released a bit and therefore losing a bit of speed. Into the quarter pipe, jump up and down. Kuda getting a lot of speed into the plastic, into the bobsleigh. Bit of an awkward line by Kuda, but still manages to make it work. Kuda hitting the side of the dirt. Unfortunate for him, as Spark manages to be the sole survivor of the identity, winning ahead of Spider, and Kuda finishing third. That was, yeah. Certified parkour moment right here.
Yeah, oh, no, Starlight seems to be struggling still on the identity. So
yeah,
Spider needs to do a lot of carrying in order to have a chance to get back into this one.
Okay, up to the next round. Spider and Starlight still trailing behind, trying to chase off Kuda and wait until they blinked. Bit of an awkward line by Starlight into the ice slide. That's gonna be cost a lot for the speed. Spark and Kuda executes that corner nicely. Into the quarter pipe we go. I thought Kuda was going to hit it there, but they managed it just fine. Into the bobsleigh, Spider manages to handle it just fine. Spark and Kuda. Oh no, Spark hitting the wall and had to respawn. Kuda still up ahead. Let's follow from Spider's point of view as we see Kuda trying to complete the identity, and Spider messing up the final jump. Just like a parkour stunt artist who manages to stumble upon one of the beams of a building, he falls down. And that's
rough one.
Yeah, and that's 8-4 for VOBI. Track point. It's gotta be 3-0 if they win this. A very fan favorite map right here, parkour. Definitely one of the fan favorites because of the cone meme that has been spread around across the Trackmania esports Twitter landscape. And Spark and Kuda has definitely prayed to the cone or constantly throughout their training, because they are about to ace it. I think if they can handle this identity correctly, Spark and Kuda consistently atop, and that's gonna be an ace. 11-4 for VOBI in parkour, and that's gonna be 3-0.
Yeah, Georgia just never looked like they were gonna challenge VOBI. VOBI was just not only more consistent, but also way faster in general.
Indeed. And then now we go to the fourth map, which is Agility Dash. Agility Dash is, as we've seen, might have been one of VOBI's weakest maps. So I'm willing to bet Asia Overdrive pick this because they know that they can probably salvage one map win for this particular series. But we'll see if Spock and Kuda has been cooking over the period of the night. Maybe they trained and maybe they picked up a few tricks up their sleeves. But one way to find out as we go into the first round. As Zurizi, take it away, as I will need to hydrate once again.
Right, so on to map 4, it's Agility Dash, one of the longest tracks in the World Tour E map pack. And yep, looking at the moment, VOBI are way ahead. In fact, I'm not sure what happened to Starlight at the start. He's already like 3 tenths down, just behind his teammate Spider. So yeah, I said longest track because I honestly I'm not sure what the creators of the map thinking. But yeah, it is a pretty lengthy track, and there's even a speed drift section right here. So yep, Spider's using that to good effect. He tries to close out the gap to the VOBI duo. But as it still stands, Kuda and Spark are still ahead by... Oh, Kuda was quite fast actually. He's like half a second.
Yeah, Kuda is just shooting up ahead.
Yeah, so again, well, I've got to say the identity is... mishaps can happen, so... yeah, I would say the first one there might not necessarily be the first one to finish. So let's see how the 4 players will do as we go to the identity. Kuda and Spark into the first half, and Kuda just dissipated the thinness. Spider's going forward, and he finishes first instead. What a great one that was from Spider.
That's snipe. Wow.
That is crazy from Spider 23. Unfortunately, Starlight could not help the cause, and therefore it's just a draw, guys. Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be a draw. That's 1-1 for both teams. Very unfortunate for Starlight there. Could have secured the win right there. Unfortunately, failing at the final hurdle. As you
Oh no, what was that?
That was Spark just failing to nail the landing right there. Let's see if Kuda can salvage anything from this round. So definitely, this is Asia Overdrive's chance to capture a single track win right here, since this is definitely not the VOBI squad's strongest maps, as Kuda trying to take the TMGL line, but there is no ground right there.
Yeah, there's no snow to take advantage of to initiate the drift. So
exactly, yeah. Here we go into the plastic, and to the left into the setup for the identity. Kuda bonking again and getting a bit of an airtime, so this is definitely Spider and Starlight's round to lose right here. Let's watch as they try to do the identity. Very wonderfully executed. Let's follow from Kuda's point of view. Well executed identity by Spider. That's gonna be an ace for Asia Overdrive.
Yeah, I think this is what Asia Overdrive were banking on, picking on tracks that VOBI were not as good at, and I again questioning that. I would say Asia Overdrive should have picked this first.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Maybe they have a few tricks up their sleeves, but I don't know. It's a bit too late to play this map already, because it's already like a 3-0. Like they can win, VOBI can win this if they somehow manages to pull themselves together in this map. So let's see here. Into the transition to the plastic area. Spark and Kuda executes it just perfectly. into the left turn and the big slide to the left into the full speed section, as I like to call it right here, because there's a bit of a speed drift and also a long right drift turn and the left, slowing down further into this part, just the plastic slide into the left as we slowly approach the identity. Oh, Starlight with a bit of a bad line, but Kuda also kind of clipping the edge of Starlight. Oh my god, I shouldn't have laughed, but that was just funny seeing Starlight just spark.
Oh, what just happened there? Spark, I think, clipped the inside of the second half.
Oh my god! Ah, what a round this was! Like,
Draw.
oh, that's another draw for both teams on what could have been VOBI's round. Ain't no way, indeed. As we go on to round number 4, let's see if the nerves are still up from that round. Looks like Spark and Kuda is still holding on in first and second. Spark trying to hold Spider behind. It is gonna be fine. It is gonna be fine. I swear, I promise, it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. No, everything is not fine. As Spider speeds forward into the full speed section, left dirt to the right. No, Kuda getting a nose slide.
Oh dear.
Oh, that is not what you wanted on that corner, on that part of the track. Let's see if Kuda can claw back the deficit right here as we follow him. Manages to catch up to Starlight, but let's see if he can do a full risk line into this identity. Manages to
Oh,
pass,
what just
but
happened there?
Spark might have just clipped the wall right there. Let's see here. Let's follow it from Starlight's perspective as Kuda tries to handle the identity, holding back Spider and Starlight. Starlight respawns. Spark also respawns. What?
Oh, Spark.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna be another draw in the end.
Another draw, it seems. That was one of the rounds I've ever seen. As Spark just
Oh my god, didn't even get a finish in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened at the what do you call it, the pre-identity before the identity. Yeah, it looked like both Spark and Spider were both hit, allowing Kuda to be ahead. But
Yeah,
I think
looks
Spark
like it.
had the worst of it. So yeah, that was unfortunate.
Indeed. Here we go. Spark, Spider, Kuda. All trying to fight their ways to the first place. Starlight trailing a bit behind, waiting to see if one of these players messes up so he can take advantage. Oh, getting a bad line into the slide right there, losing a lot more time. Kuda spied it. Oh no, Kuda hitting the pole, it seems. Unfortunate.
How did that even happen?
I have no idea. Just happens. It just happens. Anyways, Starlight and Kuda. Kuda running a bit behind. Starlight already catching up to these two players. Let's see if Spark can hold on and maybe holding for another draw, or to prevent Age of Overdrive from getting that deficit. Starlight hitting the edge right there into the identity. This plastic slide, agility dashing. Oh no, Spider messes up. So does Starlight. Let's see if Kuda manages to capitalize this. It's gonna be an ace, and my brother in Christ, the scores are tied again.
Yeah, that's a huge momentum shift from VOBI, and Age of Overdrive gonna be kicking themselves for messing up identity big time.
Indeed. Let's see, 6-6 for both teams. If VOBI can win this, they win the series and can proceed to the grand finals. If Asia Overdrive wins this, it's still gonna be putting them onto the into the score lines, as they need one map win, at least one map win, to maybe make them hold on much longer in this series. As Kuda and Spark, we see Spider a bit behind Kuda, messing up the line a bit, losing a bit of speed. Spark and Spider, Spark is way up ahead. Spider is still trying to chase back the deficit from Kuda into the right-left turn. Spider with a bit of an awkward line, losing a bit of speed from Kuda. Unfortunately, Kuda might have messed up the plastic auto slide a bit there into Spy, and Kuda managed to catch back to Spider into this right-left platforming jump. Into the identity we go. Spark and Kuda, they just need to save this. No funny business needed, as they manage to capture this ace.
Oi!
Oi! What is happening over there?
That looked like a Uber bug or something.
That almost felt like a crash, but no. No, it turns out, yeah. Turns out that's enough for the finish. Okay, final. This might be the final round match point for VOBI. Let's see if Asia Overdrive can answer to that. Let's see what happens here as we follow Starlight from the back of the pack. Spider, Starlight, and Kuda still inside of each other as they try to be slightly ahead. What VOBI needs is to deny Asia Overdrive of an ace, and they should be able to win this match very easily enough. Into the left turn, into the full speed section we go. Nobody risking with the SDs. Into the right and the left. Oh no, Kuda with the no slide.
Oh.
Unfortunate, but if Spark can still hold on, that is gonna be a draw. And Starlight, ay. And as we follow Spark and Spider into the identity, jumping into the right, left, failing the jump. Spiders as Spark finishes the track in first place, and Kuda screaming into the finish line to take the victory for VOBI.
Yep, with the that Kelva horn. Yep.
And that is a 4-0 victory for VOBI. VOBI is in the finals, and they're gonna be up against whoever wins on the second match that is still ongoing right now. GG's to VOBI.
Well, GG, and just correction that the second semi-final will only start after this one.
Oh, so, okay, my bad. Yes. Okay.
So, yep, Dynasty and Fairworks Industries will be up next.
Indeed, so that's the next match that we're gonna be watching shortly. So we're gonna be taking a short break, and then we're gonna watch the second semi-final match of Dynasty versus Fairworks Industries. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and stick around for more Trackmania Esports.